Senator Natasha Accuses, representing Kogi Central, has alleged that immigration officials at the airport prevented her from traveling abroad. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney has died aged 84, U.S. media reported on Tuesday, citing a statement from his family. Cheney was the 46th Vice President serving under Republican President George Washington Bush for 2 terms between 2001 and 2009. At number 9, Britain's Prince William played football with Brazil's Cafu and volleyball on Copacabana Beach as he took in the charms of Rio de Janeiro before attending the COP30 climate summit this week. The future king's first visit to Brazil is centered around his annual Earthshot Prize, which awards £1 million to 5 pioneering projects tackling threats to the environment. Climate change and nature are issues the 43-year-old heir has long championed, and he is set to address global leaders this week at COP30 UN climate talks in the Amazon on behalf of his father, King Charles III. At number 8, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has concluded plans to introduce a new $11.50 levy on all international air tickets for inbound and outbound passengers, a move that could yield over $1 billion in revenue over the next 2 decades and has sparked concerns among operators. The new charge, classified as a security fee, is tagged the Advanced Passenger Information System levy. It will be added to the existing $20 security charge, bringing total security-related ticket fees to $31.50 per passenger. At number 7, Edo Governor Monday Okpebholo has signed the Edo State Public Property Protection Law 2025 and the Customary Court of Appeal Re-establishment Law 2025 into law. Both laws, according to Chief Press Secretary to Governor Okpebholo, represented the administration's ongoing reforms to restore institutional discipline, promote transparency, protect the collective patrimony of Edo people from encroachment, abuse, as well as illegal appropriation. ITWA, in a statement, said the Edo State Public Property Protection Law 2025 allowed the establishment of the Edo State Public Property Protection Committee. At number 6, the All Progressives Congress (APC) has swept the just concluded Niger State Local Government Council elections, winning all 25 chairmanship seats across the state. The Niger State Independent Electoral Commission officially confirmed the results, describing the polls as credible, transparent, and reflective of the people's will. NISEC said all returning officers and concluded collation and declaration of results in line with the electoral law and commission's operational guidelines. At number 5, President Bola Tinubu has requested the approval of the National Assembly for a fresh 1.15 trillion naira borrowing from the domestic debt market to help finance the deficit in the 2025 budget. The president's request was conveyed in a letter read on the floor of the Senate during plenary on Tuesday. According to the letter, the proposed borrowing is intended to bridge the funding gap and ensure full implementation of government programs and projects under the 2025 fiscal plan. At number 4, the Nigerian army has denied reports circulating on social media alleging that photographs released in its recent announcement on the rescue of 2 kidnapped victims in Kogi State were taken several months ago. In a statement signed by Lieutenant Hassan Abdullahi, Acting Assistant Director, Army Public Relations, 12th Brigade Nigerian Army, and posted on X on Tuesday, the army described the claim as false, insisting that the images used were taken during the operation. At number 3, China has urged the international community to respect Nigeria's sovereignty following a U.S. threat of military action. The Chinese government reiterated its support for President Bola Tinubu's administration, commending the government for guiding the country along a development path tailored to its national conditions. According to a report sourced from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, People's Republic of China's website, the spokesperson for China's Foreign Ministry, Mao Ning, stated this at a press briefing on Tuesday in Beijing. At number 2, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court has given the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, until November 5th to defend the alleged terrorism charges against him or waive his right to do so. Justice Omotosho said this after Kanu failed for the 4th day to enter his defense after the prosecution closed its case and the court overruled his no-case submission. At number 1, Senator Natasha Accuses, representing Kogi Central, has alleged that immigration officials at the airport prevented her from traveling abroad. The lawmaker raised the alarm during a live broadcast on her Facebook page on Tuesday morning, accusing officials of withholding her passport without legal justification. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.